Hello and welcome back to 4FS Gaming. In this week's Hunt Showdown video, we are going to do something a little bit different and bust some myths. Now these are things that I've heard out there in the community that really need to be verified, so let's get stuck right in. Number 1. Liquid firebombs can burn bodies that are submerged in water. This one is pretty simple. We chucked a liquid firebomb on my downed partner in water, and we can see that he is untouched. The firebomb simply burns on the surface, so this one is clearly busted. Myth number 2. You get more ammo from boxes and crates if your weapon is empty when picking up ammo. I keep hearing this one on the Hunt Discord, so let's put it to rest. I took out a carabiner and looted 8 ammo boxes with a full magazine. I made sure that I had lots of room in reserves to fit any amount of ammo that I might pick up. I looted this number of medium bullets from each box, for a total of 43. I then did the same thing, but made sure that my carabiner had an empty magazine when I opened all the boxes, which yielded me this number of bullets, for a total of 42. The difference here is extremely marginal, indicating that emptying my gun had no real impact. For reliability, I tried it with the Caldwell conversion pistol as well, and found that with a full cylinder, I received this from 8 boxes, whilst an empty cylinder when picking up ammo yielded this set of numbers. Now both of these sets equal 40 in total, so I can say pretty confidently that this myth is busted. You do not get more ammo if your weapons are empty. But what about if you have no ammo at all in reserves or your gun for either weapons? I looted a few boxes and received 5, 6 and 5 for the carabiner and 5, 5 and 6 for the conversion, so it seems that this doesn't help either. Busted. Let's go to myth number 3. Hand cannons cannot kill in a single shot to the body. Well, I definitely know the answer to this one, of course they can. But the stats in the store do provide some level of confusion because they have a damage stat of 85, which is much lower than the 150 required to kill a hunter in a single shot. So a lot of people get this idea that the medium slot shotguns can't actually kill someone with full health. Let's put this one to bed. An enemy shoots me, I die, and the kill screen shows a nice 26 damage per pellet until it reaches my total health. This one is very clearly false. Myth number 4. Traits like Iron Sharpshooter increase fire rate for weapons when aiming down sights. To work this one out, I just did some simple timing tests, and confirmed everything in video editing software. Now without Iron Sharpshooter, the carabiner takes 11.06 seconds to empty all 7 shots. But with the trait, it only takes 8.62 seconds to empty the magazine, so that's certainly an improvement. Let's look at the Mosin as well, just to be sure. With no traits, it takes 9 seconds to fire all 5 shots, but with Iron Sharpshooter you can put the whole magazine down range in only 7.31 seconds, and this is a much faster shot for shot. Okay, but what about the Iron Repeater for the Winfield? Well, without this trait, it takes about 10 seconds to fire 8 Winnie C shots, but with the Repeater trait you can empty out in 8 seconds. So that's a fire rate of around 60 rounds per minute, which is quite an improvement as well. So this has to work for scopes also, I suppose. We'll chuck a Deadeye scope on this carabiner, and we'll see that it takes that same 11.06 seconds to empty the magazine, but with the Deadeye Scope Smith trait you can match the 8.62 seconds on the Iron Sharpshooter setup. So this myth is absolutely confirmed. Traits that allow you to stay in sights between shots provide a significant boost to fire rate that ranges around 10 to 20% fire rate increase depending on the weapon you're using. Of course, they're still useless for single shot weapons. But what about the Iron Devastator for the Spectre pump action shotguns? Well, without the trait, it takes 7.31 seconds to empty all 5 shots while aiming down sights. But with Iron Devastator, you can do so in 5.61 seconds. So yes, it does help. But does this make Iron Devastator actually useful? Well, no, because you can just hipfire the Spectre and fire even faster and empty all 5 shots in only 5.17 seconds. So, sorry Iron Devastator, you're still terrible. Let's move on to myth number 5. Which is that you can shoot lanterns and other consumables out of the hands of enemy hunters. This was pretty easy to test, and the answer is no, you cannot. Even if they're cooking a frag grenade and the fuse is lit, you can't blow it up with bullets or even explosives. Once that throwable leaves their hand, however, it is treated as a live world object and can now be interacted with, shot, or otherwise prematurely detonated. This one here is busted. Now we're going to slide into myth number 6. This is one that was new to my ears until a few days ago, and this is that a wax dynamite stick is unaffected by choke bombs. So let's see what happens. If I throw a normal dynamite stick into a choke bomb, it of course fizzles out. But if it's waxed, well, it seems to blow up with no problem at all. Myth number 6 is 100% confirmed. Now we have one more myth to finish up with, and this is one that I've heard a few times in Twitch chats and seems to be popular amongst some of the newer players out there. It's that you can use a large Dynamite bundle to instantly destroy the body of a downed player to prevent revives. Let's take a look at this. I was very skeptical, and I was right to be skeptical because there's only one way to permanently destroy a body on the ground, and that is with fire. So myth number 7 is indeed busted. This was our first look at some of the misconceptions and myths in the Hunt community. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment if you've heard any other outlandish claims that you'd like us to test. Remember to check out our community Discord and catch my live streams that are both linked in the description below. And as always, a massive thank you to our awesome Patreon supporters. And thank you to everyone for watching. This is Ascendance from 4FS Gaming. I'll catch you next week.